Joined by Martin Biron. Marty, it's now a crowded crease in Toronto. Samsonov, 1 loss in his last 10. Martin Jones has been solid. And now Joseph Woll has been recalled from the Marlies. What's the long-term solution in net for the Leafs right now?
Well, I think it's the same plan that they had at the start of the season. Unfortunately for Martin Jones, he's just the insurance policy right now. And I'm starting with him because he has been quite a surprise to the Leafs and to myself with how well he's been able to play this season. But the plan was always, let's see who between Ilya Samsonov and Joseph Woll is going to take the lead. Joseph Woll had that lead. He was the #1 goaltender before the injury. He's going to get a chance to get it back. And Samsonov, after a little reset, a mental and physical reset, has been really good. Now, in that stretch of games over the last 7 here that the Leafs have won, Samsonov has won his 6 games, but his save percentage is under .900. So they've played well defensively, but is Samsonov the kind of goaltender and the performance that he's had, the goalie that you want to go with? I think they're going to test Joseph Woll and see how good physically he is, and if he can regain the same form that he had when he was the #1 goaltender. And unfortunately, Martin Jones is only going to be that insurance policy unless something catastrophic happens.
All right, big picture now. The Leafs have won 7 straight, the longest active winning streak in the league right now. 5 wins came without Morgan Rielly. The last 2 have been in Vegas and in Colorado. Has this streak now changed your overall view of what this Leafs team was capable of doing?
Yeah, because they finally figured out that if they really defend, and I'm looking at no Morgan Rielly, you have 5 games where you have to defend. Maybe the offensive support's not going to be there as much because Rielly's so good in transition and bringing some offense and obviously special teams. You're going to have to defend. And these 5 games, they only average about 7 high-danger chances against at 5-on-5. That is a long way from the 10 that they averaged before that. So they figured it out. And then in the 2 games when Morgan Rielly came back, they've also played well defensively. I understand Colorado's got a ton of offense. So maybe Colorado got more looks. But still, they played so well defensively. So I believe now that they've figured it out defensively, that they can tighten things up, play good in their zone, and they'll still get the offense because they do have the primary scoring. And now they're adding some secondary scoring with Bobby McMahon and Domi and Bertuzzi taking part of the offense. So I feel like the Leafs now are not just a team that's going to be in the playoffs. They're legitimate Stanley Cup contenders, in my opinion, because they figured out a few different things that they hadn't before.
So now you think they're a Stanley Cup contender this year. And when talking about the long-term answer and goal, you didn't even mention anything about a trade. With the trio of Samsonov, Woll, and Jones, have the Leafs now officially stopped worried about bringing in a goaltender between now and the deadline?
Yeah, I think so. And look, if you wanted to bring in Jacob Markstrom, he'd be welcome in Toronto. That would be a totally different type of addition. But other than Jacob Markstrom, I don't think there's anything else in the market that would make the Leafs better in net. Look, Samsonov has done his job. Joseph Woll's going to get a good look. And if you have to, you can go back to Martin Jones. But other than Markstrom, I don't see really anybody else that can come in and give you a major upgrade in net. So I would stay away from the goalie market if I'm the Leafs.
If things weren't already busy enough in the Leafs crease right now, today Sheldon Keefe said that Matt Murray is progressing well and he's seeing pucks. He hasn't played for the Leafs since last April 2nd.